How's it going, chat? Welcome. Hello, Viking! Hello, Acumen! Hello, Brother Doom! Hello, Typing! Hello! Welcome! How's it going? My ear. Alright, we're done. My ear hurts. I said we're done. Don't even think about it. Good girl. I said we're done. Don't even... Give me your paw. Both your paws. And your hand, your mouth. Your teeth. No. You want a toy, don't you? Probably teething. What am I on about? Give me a sec. Come on, let me get my girl a toy. You can chew on something. While she's chilling up there. Oh, you want to get on the floor? I was gonna put the toy up here on your mom's chair so you can play with it on the chair. Here. Is that what you want? Here you go. Here you go. Oh, toy. Alright. Anyways, hello chat! Welcome in to the weekly planning stream! Today we're gonna do something really interesting, chat. Before we plan anything. Because it's been weighing on me and it's bothering me. And I'm sick and tired of the propaganda. The lies spread by chat. That's right, you chat. I'm debunking your theory. Today we're doing a chat debunk.
Brother-Doom donated $10.
Thank you, Brother Doom! Thank you, Brother Doom! I don't know, should I make it its own stream chat? Should I make the debunking my own chat stream? Or should I, should I just do it now? What didn't we do, Viking Lamau? Some of you have come forth and said that I do not have variety on my channel. That I just play, fucking Souls-likes. That's all I play. That's like 90% of my content is Souls-likes. And by some of you, I mean Red Wolf said it. But then some of you agreed. So I need to debunk this. Because 3 people said so. And therefore it's a problem. 3 people is too many. That's like half of my average viewers. So I want to debunk it. So do we make it its own stream, or do I just debunk it now? Do I just go through all my for the year, chat? We're gonna go through all of my live streams for the year and debunk this. Let's expand the theory then. It's not all you play, it's all you like to play. Well, that's true. That's what I enjoy. But the point I'm making is I've not been playing what I like to play. I've been playing whatever chat wants me to play. Okay? So we're gonna debunk the theory. Chat, we're gonna look at the last... We're gonna start at 11 months ago. Even though that's technically starting in last year. We're gonna start at... Actually, I think I know what the first stream of this year was. Shut up. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. That's still December. Ah, shit. You can go down. That's what you want. You can go down. Go. Go. Play with your toys. Leave me alone. I'm tired of you yapping. Yappy bitch. Let's see. It would have been 10-month ago mark. I believe. Actually, that's us cracking nuts. That would have been pre-Halloween. Or not pre-Halloween, Christmas. So... Did I not do like a New Year's stream? Oh, here it is. Happy New Year's. I'm playing with my wife. Playing Conan. Okay? So we'll start there. We'll start at the Happy New Year's. I'm playing more Conan with my wife. Okay? Alright. Let's start there, chat. Let's start there. And let's make a new note. Okay? And we're gonna do this by hours. Okay? Conan is not, even though it has semi-Souls-like combat, it's not a Souls-like, it's a fucking survival crafting game, okay? Okay. I'm only gonna count the hours, so I don't have to do a bunch of math. So far, that's at 7 hours. Right? We're not gonna count the minutes and the seconds and all that, because that's just whatever. Right? And we're only gonna count the games that I've played. So, because if we count Pathos games, you know, obviously the channel has more variety than even what I'm saying, right? Which is, by the way, the original argument wasn't just that I had variety, but rather the channel has variety. So we really should be including Pathos games. But just to further prove, just because I'm petty. Home with you, it's not even a survival game. It's build castle, then move. Lamo. It's a building game. Just to be extra petty, I'm only going to count the games that I've played. Okay? Categories. We'll do survival crafting, and we'll do collab. Okay? So far we got 7 hours for crafting, 7 hours for collab, because these are both the same stream. Okay, cool. Next we got Witcher. Witcher 3. Which is a action RPG. We got 8 hours in that. Eight hours. We got more Conan. 3 more hours of Conan. Put puts this at 10. D&D. TTRPG. We got 8 hours of that. This really got under Ginny's skin? It absolutely fucking did, because I've spent the last year playing games that you guys have paid for, not games that I like. And so it really bothers me for anyone to have the fucking audacity to say that I don't have fucking variety on the channel. Pisses me off, okay? 4. King of the Castle, so KOTC, which is like, I don't know what I'd call King of the Castle, just a community game? We'll call it a community game? We'll give that 3 hours. Okay, great. Planning stream. We'll just put it as work stream, right? We'll put it as work stream and then we'll label it as just chatting, because really I mainly just chat with you guys during those streams. That's like the category that it falls into, right? That's what we're doing right now. We got 9 hours of that. Okay, great. We got more D&D. More D&D. We have another 4 hours of D&D, so we're at 12 hours for D&D. So far, that's in the lead. Earnings review says Gin Master meeting. I feel like that counts as like an event stream or a work just chatting stream. Do you guys want to count it as an event stream? I feel like this is an event stream. This is separate from the usual working streams. So we'll call that an event stream. We'll make a category for event streams. Okay? That was just like a silly event stream idea I had, right? So we'll call it an event stream. Cool. Okay, we got Skyrim, right? Skyrim is not a Souls-like. That's another action RPG. We got 1 hour of that. That's another hour for action RPGs. Witcher. We got another action RPG. We got 7 hours of Witcher. Boost up to 15. Up to 16. We got Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown. Extraction shooter. Plus collab. I never play by myself. We got 4 hours of that. Okay? We can add 4 hours to the collab thingy. So now the collab is at 14 hours. D&D, this together would be 12 hours, so we're just gonna put 12 for that. Another 12 hours of D&D. Of TTRPG. More King of the Castle, it's another 2 hours King of the Castle, KOTC. Puts us at 5 for community game. More D&D, that's another 11 hours of D&D. Puts us at 35. Valheim. Valheim. Boca. That's another survival. Crafting. Plus collab. Right, we got 2 hours of that. Literally just a stream spending time with my wife. Literally just a stream. Spending time with my wife. We did puzzles. We did all sorts of shit. Right? I'm not even sure where to categorize that. Events? Do we call it an event? Do we call that an event? Just wife time? I'm gonna put it as event. Just because this was, at the time, this was an event stream essentially. Just us spending time together. And it'll make sense later when we get over like us like cracking nuts together and stuff. Actually, no, that one already happened. That one happened before this, so never mind. That one wouldn't even be there. We'll just call it an event, because this was like a unique event. Me and her just played something together. We were going to do a puzzle together originally, so the puzzle stream would have been like a unique event stream, where we just hang out and did a puzzle. Right, whatever. Or actually, should I just call it a puzzle game stream? We mainly just played the fucking Jigsaw game, didn't we? Saying cracking nuts after me doing flinch, Lamau? I'm gonna call it wife puzzle time. And just put puzzle game. Puzzle game. There you go. 2. Whatever. Puzzle game. 2. Okay, we have more Witcher. We have a grand total of 12 hours here between these two. So we'll do 12 more hours of Witcher. Puts us at 27 for Witcher, which is another 12 hours for action RPG. Puts that at 28. Then we got more Skyrim. Another 3 hours of Skyrim. Puts that up to 4. That's another 3 hours for action RPG. And that's at 31. We have more Conan with my wife. We have 14 hours of that actually, back to back pretty much. So another 14 hours of Conan with pay. Puts that at 24. Which is another 14 hours for survival crafting, putting that at 26. My brain's just not working. Putting this at 30 for collab. I'll put collab for the ones that are like with pay as well. So those will also count as collab hours. That counts as a collab technically. Because again, we're only looking at this from the scope of me. Not the scope of streams for the entire channel as a whole, including pay. We're only looking at this from the perspective of me, because the criticism is on me. Because if we included pay, it would be too fucking easy to prove my point. I want to give you guys a chance. We just did the Fortune of Conan, right? Okay. We have another work stream, just chatting. That's another 8 hours. So that puts us 17 here. $17 for just chatting. So the 3 hours of Conan with pay. 27. 29. 35. Anniversary. This is its own thing. It's basically 11 hours. I'm gonna put 10. Just because I said I'm not gonna count minutes. I'm just gonna count numbers, you know? So 10. 10 hours. Alright, this is an event stream. We'll put 10 for that. 16. Boom. Oh, actually, there's another 4 hours on here. Well, put them together. That's about... That's 15. We'll put another 5. Fuck it. 21. 5. Alright, cool. Diminutive trim. That is a turn-based RPG. Plus collab. We're at 3 hours. It's basically 4 hours, we'll put 3. We don't have turn-based RPG on here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do for Witcher? Chat funded. Plus, chat funded. Chat funded has to be in one category as well. I think right now chat funded is just The Witcher, so... Yeah, it's just The Witcher right now. We were here. So, The Witcher's at 27, so we got 27 hours of chat funded. Sandra, is there a problem, girl? Do we have a problem? You wanna go sit on the chair? Go sit on the chair. Alright, let's continue. We got more D&D with the J. I'm not gonna make category for members only, cause like whatever. 8 more hours of D&D puts us at 43 for TTRPG. Three more hours of King of the Castle. Okay, we have our first Souls-like, boys.
Bork bork.
We have our first Souls-like, boys, and it's a fucking collab. Thank Yakimin! Did I miss a dono? No. Alright. We have that. Code Vein with Jazz. Souls-like. Plus collab. We have our first Souls-like. 6 hours. Souls-like. That also puts another 6 hours onto collab. Which is at 44. Alright, cool. 14. We got Kazan. I was trying a fucking demo, chat. Kazan. We have Souls-like plus demo. Because I was trying a demo for a game. This wasn't even a full playthrough. We'll put, I don't know, 3 hours to Souls. We're still gonna count it for Souls-like. We're still gonna count it for Souls-like. Hey, another hour of week planning. Another hour of week planning. Where's the week planning? Where's the work stream? Here we go. 18. Just chatting. Teaching Pan Helmsman to use Mix It Up. It's another 3 hours of work stream. AKA just chatting as far as what entertainment you guys got. Witcher. It's 4 more hours. 31 for action RPG. How many hours was it? 44, so it puts it at 30. 35 for action RPG, sorry. And then chat fun that goes up to 31. Cool. Cool. 3 more hours with my wife. 30 for survival crafting. Oh, 30 for that. Goes up to 32 for survival crafting. Another 3 hours for collab. 47. Alright, cool. Another 4 hours for Witcher. Action RPG and chat funded. So 4 hours for Witcher, 4 hours for action RPG, 4 hours for chat funded. Monster Hunter Wilds. Should I count the beta separately from the main game? I'm pretty sure I played the beta by myself. So we'll count this as action RPG plus demo. And then the actual, when I'm actually playing the game with friends, we'll count that as action RPG plus collab. Just to be accurate. Right, so we have 5 more hours for action RPG. Right, putting it at 44. 5 more hours for demo, putting it at 8. Okay. We have another 7 hours of King of the Castle. It's up to 15 there. 15 there. Another 6 hours of D&D. Another work stream, just chatting. 2 hours. Okay, ESO. Now we have an MMORPG. 5 hours. MMORPG 5 hours. Okay. Back to The Witcher. So another 3 hours added to our action RPG and chat funded. Cool. State of play. This is an event. An event stream. We'll count this as an event. Literally an hour. We'll just put an hour, because it's close to an hour. Okay, more ESO. We have another 2 hours of ESO. So that's 7. Another 2 hours of MMORPG. Cool. Me having a glass of bourbon before bed. I didn't remember what the fuck was happening. I think I was just fucking depressed. We'll call it just chatting. We'll call it... I was working, okay? I was working. Count this working, just chatting, boys. 25. Okay, we have... We'll count that as 2 hours of Conan. Looks like the stream died at some point. Valentine's Day now. 2 hours of Conan. Which is, of course, 2 hours of Travelcraft. And 2 hours of Collab. Ginny Debut. That's an event stream. That was 12 hours. That was actually an event work stream, so we can put that as like event just chatting. Four. 37. Working. Hey, me drinking alcohol was working, okay? It was on stream and therefore it was working, okay? Technically all of this is working and I should put all of this under a work category. 11 hours of D&D. But that's all up to 60 for TTRPG. That's a pay stream. That's a pay stream. Okay, here we go. More Conan. We did about 8 hours, actually. Even including minutes. It's about 9 hours, but whatever. We'll just put 8. We'll just put 8. Wait, 8 hours. Nice try. I'm too focused, Summer Whiskey. 8 hours of fucking Conan. More like 8 hours of working. That was entirely fucking like fixing the shit. That's another 8 hours for survival crafting. Right, puts us at 42. And another 8 hours for collab, which puts us at 57. Alright, little snack. I'm currently cataloging all of my streams of this year to prove that the people saying that I just play Souls games are fucking wrong. They're wrong! Hey, Remnant. Anyways, more Witcher. It's another basically 7 hours, but we'll put 6. Because we're not counting minutes. Unless it's a split multi-stream thing. So that's another 6 hours of Witcher. That puts us at 44 for Witcher. 6 hours of action RPG. 6 hours of chat funded. Okay. Dragon's Dogma. I'm there for that. That's paid playing, though. We'll count it, though, because I'm there for it. Sure. 19. Pay. Plays. Dragon's Dogma. Sure. We'll count that for me as well. That's an action RPG. It's an action RPG, because here's the thing, if we're gonna be counting the recent Dark Souls playthroughs that are almost entirely with pay, actually they are entirely with pay, we have to count the Dragon's Dogma too. The first one, Remnant. I played the first one with pay, forever ago. Right? Action RPG plus wife plays is what we'll put it as. And that's 6 hours. Sundrop. 6 hours. 6 hours for action RPG. Puts that at 59. And we have the wife plays category. There you go. Watcher of Realms. I'm just gonna put that under sponsorship game. 3 hours. That's a pay stream. More Watcher of Realms than the 2 hours of Watcher of Realms. Seven hours of Witcher. How are chat? There's nothing else that was chat funded, right? Which means that math was off somewhere. We'll go with 51. I'm assuming I missed math here. A really easy way to do this actually would be just look at what else is action RPG. Hold on, let me quickly add the 7 here. Puts us at 66. 66 minus 6 is 60. Minus... Right, 6 is 60. Minus 5 is 55. Minus 4 is 51. Okay, cool. So that's correct. I added 1 by accident there. You need to quit that. Yeah, you relax. Have fun spreadsheeting yourself. Back to work I go. Later. First was peak, the second one's just pure mid, but fun. I can agree with that. That's pay playing Watcher of Realms. Not gonna count it. That's pay playing Skyrim. Okay, pay plays Dark Souls, Dragon's Dogma. So that's 3 hours of Dragon's Dogma. Just 3 hours for action RPG, 3 hours for wife plays. So that's 69. Wife plays goes up to 9. I played 6 more hours of Watcher of Realms. Sponsorship game. Then we have more Conan with pay. There's 7 hours of Conan with pay. Just survival crafting and collab. So 7 hours for survival crafting puts that at 49. 7 hours for collab puts that at 64. Pay plays Watcher of Realms. Pay plays Soma. I wasn't really even there for that. That wasn't like a me there with her playing with her sort of scenario. And to be fair, I knew this Dragon Dogma, whatever. Like, I was there with her for most of Dragon Dogma. Right, while she was playing that. For Soma, I'm not even gonna count myself in that, because that was her playthrough to begin with. She just brought her playthrough over when we merged channels. Okay, Monster Hunter Wilds for real now, though. So now we have Action RPG plus collab. We have 3 hours of Monster Hunter Wilds. So 3 more hours for Action RPG puts that at 72. 3 more hours for collab puts that at 67. You know the first time I played it on my channel? That was it? Yeah, pretty much. I was with you on call for all the Dragon's Dogma ones, pretty much, baby. Like, maybe like the last one, where I was feeling sick. Yes, that was this one, right? No, that was this one. 35 minutes of Watcher Realms. I'm gonna count it. It's 35 minutes. Undrop. You know what, I'm gonna count it as 1. I'm gonna count it, like, if it's less than an hour, I'm gonna just count it as 1. Okay. 6 more hours of Mon Hunt. It's up to 9. Action RPG, 78. Collab is at 73. Basically 4 hours, but we're gonna mark it as 3 for D&D. For tabletop. Bro, you have toys. You don't have to chew on my fingers. What the fuck is your problem? What are your toys? Toys. Stupid. Cards Against Humanity! Not a community game. Hours. So 3 more hours for a community game. 18. That's pay playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Another work stream. Six hours. Puts that at 31. $43 for just chatting. Hey and I playing Monster Hunter Wilds. We'll just run Monster Hunter Wilds. 4 hours of Monster Hunter Wilds puts it up to 13, which is another 4 hours for Action RPG. 2. Another 4 hours for collab. 77. Another 8 hours of Mon Hunt. 8. 21. 90 for Action RPG. And 85. Divinity with Mocha. RPG plus collab, we did 2 hours. More Monster Hunter Wilds with pay, so only 2 hours of that. 2 hours of action RPG. 2 hours of collab. More Monhunt with pay. Another 8 hours of that. Help you on the grind with Monhunt. No, I need 7 for collab. Right? 89 plus 8. Yeah, 97. More Watcher of Realms, so like 4 hours of Watcher of Realms. 16 for Watcher of Realms. 16 for sponsorship game. More Monhunt, another 4 hours of Monhunt. 35. 4 hours for action RPG. 4 hours for collab. 101. That's pay, that's pay, that's pay. Code Vein with Jazz. Here we go, boys. We got 4 more hours of Souls-like. Wow. 4 hours for collab. 4 hours for Souls-like. Souls-like, chat. Can you believe it? We have collectively here, we have another 10 hours of Monhunt. Eight hours of D&D. That's Asta. He was covering week planning and the 10 hours of work stream. Which means another 10 hours of just chatting. Another 10 hours of D&D, another 10 hours of TTRPG. Quit that. I'm chewing my fucking keyboard. The edge of my fucking keyboard. What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, what you want stuff? There's toys. What you want toys? Let me grab you a toy. Alright, Witcher! 2 more. Did you really just drop that down immediately when I just gave it to you? Here. 2 more hours of Witcher. Reminder, chat, this is the current funded game. 53 of these action RPG hours are Witcher. That's like less than half. Three more hours of Watcher of Realms. 3 hours for sponsorship. That's Jazz. That's Jazz playing Dark Souls. Helmsman. Back from Miami. I'm sick, but I'm there. Pay's doing the work stream, but I'm there, so we'll count it. It's 3 hours of work stream. Sundrop, you have a toy you can bite on. You can chew on this toy. You don't have to chew on my fingers. Here, chew on that. What was it? I was adding 3 hours of just chatting, right? 56. I already added them to the work stream, right? Confirm. Yeah. Okay, great. Soul and Sanctuary. Okay? We have... This is a big ol' whammy, okay? Salt and Sanctuary is a... Hold on. Pay. First off, it's a collab, because I'm doing it with Pay. Second off, it's a Metroidvania. Third off, it's a Souls-like. Now here's the thing, chat. A lot of Metroidvanias are Souls-likes. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna count the ones that specifically have picking up your remains as a feature. We're gonna count those for the sake of the Souls-like category, just to give you a boost, chat. That's one. That's point for collab. Actually, should I count this as a pay plays? No, I'm the one hosting it, so it's not gonna count as a pay plays. We're gonna count it as a collab. Okay. That's one more towards Souls-like. And we have 1 point towards Metroidvania. Okay, cool. So figuring this out, how bad is it? So far, out of all of these hours, 14 of them are in Souls-like. Oh my god, me just playing a Souls-like for myself. Let's add some more hours to Souls-like, boys. Dark Souls 2. By myself. Souls-like. 4 hours. Bam. And even then, I'm trying to spice it up by making it a fucking no death run. So claim is incorrect? Yes. But yeah, we already knew it was incorrect, but I'm gonna go out of my way to fucking prove by just how badly it's incorrect. And this is with me being lenient. And not including Pathos streams, because originally the claim was that 90% of the streams on the channel are Souls-like. But I'm still including the ones of Pay playing the Souls-like. So I'm including in all Souls-likes pretty much, except for when the Jazz is covering or something. Should I include the one of Jazz covering? Quit it. I'm trying to work here. Alright. 3 more hours of Monster Hunter. Which is Action RPG and collab. Dragon's Dogma. This is a pay plays. 4 hours to that, to 13. Just 4 hours for Action RPG, 4 hours for wife plays. My brain is like fried. Quit it! You have a toy to chew on. I'm trying to chew on my fingers. Keep instinctively giving her my hand because she's like trying to get on top of my keyboard. We're here. Fucking Peppa Pig. Okay? Peppa Pig. It's gonna go under charity stream. gonna make a whole new category just for charity streams. It's 1 hour. Or actually just for charity reward, I'm gonna put charity reward. I'm not even sure what category to put that in, so I'm just gonna put charity reward. I was thinking about putting in an event, but it's not really an event. It's just me playing fucking Pick for like 2 hours. Oh, until I got sick of it. Okay, 3 hours of Conan. 3 hours of Conan, that's 3 hours for survival crafting and collab. Yeah. Okay, more of me playing Dark Souls 2 by myself. So the 3 hours of Souls-like. That's pay, that's a work stream. 5 hours of work stream. I think this was me trying to fix Conan. Just me just fighting technology for fucking 50 minutes. I'm not even gonna count that one as a stream. We could count it as an hour of work stream, honestly, actually. Yeah, we'll count that as an hour of work stream. Okay. 3 more hours of D&D. Followed by 8 more hours of D&D. So 3 more hours. 4. Then 8 more hours, 92. You want me to play with you? Eight? He's bored. She's bored. Soma, okay, we got more Dragon's Dog. We got another. That's still literally 3 hours. So I'm just gonna put 3 hours. 3 hours of Dragon's Dog. So it's 3 more hours of action RPG and life plays. 6. 16. Okay, Hi-Fi Rush, here we go. Hi-Fi Rush is a platformer. The platformer hack and slash, right? It's a rhythm game too. I'm not even sure what to put it as. Hey, that hurts. Don't do that. According to the internet, Hi-Fi Rush is an action rhythm game. Character action, platformer, adventure game. I would mainly call it a platformer, personally. Are we okay with that, with calling it a platformer? Because Because I feel like most platformer games are adventure games. Or action games. But what really defines a game is like the way that you play the game. And a lot of that game is platforming. Right? The way that you traverse the game is platforming. As opposed to side-scrolling or, 3D map or whatever, right? You call it a platformer? Can we agree on platformer, chat? Platformer that you'll hate. What the fuck are you even saying, Gustus? Alright, Sona, quit it! Quit it! You wanna sit up? You wanna come sit with me? Is that what it is? You wanna sit with me? You wanna sit with me? Is that your problem? Huh? Chat, what do we consider Hi-Fi Rush? The game's core element is the fact that it's a rhythm-based game. Okay. We'll call it a rhythm game. I'm not asking you to suggest the game's cost. I'm asking you what kind of game is Hi-Fi Rush. Chat. Anybody in chat, please. Call it rhythm-based. Rhythm action? Rhythm action plus chat funded. Okay. We'll do that. 7 hours. Another hour of struggling to get Conan to work. I'm not even sure I should count that as Conan. Yeah, rhythm. Yeah, we'll go with rhythm action. I don't know if this is me just struggling to get Conan to work or actually playing Conan for like 40 minutes. I haven't the slightest. It has less than 100 views. I don't know if I should put that under Conan. The title says Conan, so I'm just gonna put it under Conan. It's an hour of Conan. An hour of survival crafting and RPG. Cool. That's a pay stream, that's a pay stream. Go to Get Humanity. That's basically 4 hours of Unity game. So we'll put 4. $22. Work stream, another 2 hours of work stream. Two hours just chatting. hours of divinity. With trim. It's turn-based RPG and collab. Hours of split fiction. Here we go. I think beyond anything else, the fucking puzzle game, right? Split fiction? It's a collab plus puzzle game. I think beyond anything else. Like, yeah, it has platforming. It's how you mainly play the game, but I call it a puzzle game beyond anything else. It's me and Pei having to solve puzzles together. So 3 hours of collab and puzzle. Resident Evil with Cam. That is horror, I believe. Plus collab. Hi, Vulture. Hi, Mr. Mackey. It's horror plus collab, right? I think we can all agree on that. Okay, 4 hours of split fiction. That's Pei. Code Vein with Jazz. Here we go. Five more hours of collab. And Souls-like. I'm not in that. Divinity with Trim, it's under 6 hours. Hours of collab and turn-based RPG. Hours of Crisis. That's basically 4 hours, so I'll put 4 hours. Crisis Humanity. Community game. 8 hours of work. Which is just chatting. Monopoly Go! We got 1 hour of that. Hours of D&D. Movie last night called Dead Man, starring Johnny Depp. May 95. Give it a look sometime. Pretty good. I think I've seen that movie before, actually. I need to fucking relax. That piss me off. I'm gonna put you in the kennel, I swear to God. Buy chicken nuggets? Or anything from the mini market? I'll take some chicken nuggets too, actually. I'm down for that. Atomic Heart! I would call Atomic Heart a shooter. Do you guys agree? Do you not agree? Yeah, it's a first-person shooter. So I'm gonna call it FPS. Three hours. Ah, trying to fucking bite my fingers. There's chat funded. You have a new category, FPS. 3. Okay, 3 more hours of split fiction. That's collab. And puzzle. That's pay. Dragon's Dogma. There's 3 hours of Dragon's Dogma. 19. So that's 3 for action RPG, 3 for wife plays. That's pay. 6 hours of D&D, 6 hours of TTRPG. Another hour or so with Atomic Heart. My brain. Work stream, 5 hours. Adding 5 hours. PAX IRS stream? I almost want to count that as like an event stream. Same as like the adding plus event stream. It's 9 hours. Just like the investor meeting. Pay, that's pay. I want to hug that gator. This is a dating sim plus chat funded. Chat, do I call it a dating sim or a visual novel? Like first. I think visual novel makes more sense, right? Because like, I wouldn't call Puppet Pals a dating sim, but it definitely belongs in the same category. I think visual novel makes more sense. Visual novel plus chat funded. That's 8 hours right there. 8 hours for chat funded and visual novel. That's 71 hours for chat funded. And we add a new category, visual novel. 8 hours. Puppet Pals. Puppet Pals is also visual novel and chat funded. It's only 2 hours, both those categories. 3, 10. Okay. We got Blood Fiction. Is lab puzzle game. Rising Humanity. 4 hours. It's a community game. D&D. 6 hours of D&D. Three more hours of Wani Hug That Gator. Just visual novel and chat funded. That's a work stream. That's 2 hours. 2 hours of work stream. Charity stream. Opening charity award. Or should I have those separately? I'll have charity award and charity stream separately. Actually, I'll just put charity. Let's put charity together. Just charity. Whatever. Where was I? Spending 2 hours of just chatting. Let me just. That was 3 hours for visual novel. Okay, and then we have the 2 hours work stream. Right? Which is chatting. Right? Okay, cool. Charity stream, we're just gonna put 1 hour. That was also a collab. So it's charity plus collab. That was about an hour. Okay, 5 more hours of Wani Hug That Gator. That's 5 more hours of chat funded. And visual novel. Right? 8. No, something's wrong here. Something is wrong here. I think 8 and 8, that's 16. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're good. I'm stupid. That's actually pretty much 6 hours, so I should add another hour to that. Okay. 5 more hours. Oh wait, this is the D&D revision streams. Hold on. I can still count that as tabletop though, right? Right, chat? I still count that as tabletop related stuff. I don't think we need to make a separate category for the revision streams, do we, chat? I think it's redundant. I have 5 for D&D. More for split fiction? Yes? Yes, then you agree we don't have to? Say collab, or as you agree, it's like redundant puzzle game. Week planning, that together is about 9 hours. That's another 9 hours of work. Hours of just chatting. Seven hours of Mon Hunt in a minute. On that. 7 hours, 55. 5 for collab and action RPG. So, well, 7:55 for collab and action RPG. 166. 36. Another hour of split fiction. An hour for collab, another hour for puzzle game. Necropolis! Necropolis with Boca. That is a roguelite plus collab. Basically 4 hours. We have a new category. Legend of Mushroom, it's 2 hours of sponsorship. Pay, that's pay, that's pay, that's all pay. Work stream. 7 hours of work stream. Just chatting. 7 hours of just chatting. Lords of the Fallen with Jazz! We have another Souls-like. Souls-like plus collab. Oh my god. Basically 8 hours. So 8 hours of collab. 8 hours of souls, like. Let's pay. 7 hours of One Hug Decatur. 7 hours of chat funded. Visual novel goodness. Sorry. Oblivion! I'm gonna put Oblivion in one category, regardless if it's the old one or the new one. Oblivion! Action RPG. One hour. Trepang! That's a shooter. That's a straight up shooter. Seven hours. Another hour of Oblivion. Three more hours of work stream. Of course, just chatting. 8 limit! That's just a Souls-like, boys. Souls-like. Oh my god. 6 hours of Souls-like. Up to 40. Alrighty. That's Jazz babysitting. After Miami work stream. Okay. 2 hours of work stream. Or is it just chatting? At this point, I vary it between Skyrim, Morrowind, Dragon Quest VIII, sometimes a variant of Pokemon. I've become most basic of basic. To be honest, I'm fine with it. I mean, yeah, play whatever's fun for you, dude. Hey, here we go. We got some Mon Hunt. 6 hours of Mon Hunt. That is 61. For Action RPG and collab. Oh, sorry, 6 for Action RPG and collab. That's pay, that's pay, that's pay, that's pay. Okay, we have some more Oblivion. We got 8 hours of Oblivion. Just Action RPG. 8 hours of Action RPG. Two more hours of work stream. We have lots of Oblivion coming up, boys. Between these two, we have 9 hours of Oblivion. 9 hours of Oblivion. This is me playing something for fun. 9 hours of Action RPG. 61. Painting with pay? I'll just call that an event stream, honestly. Guys, it's like a one-off actual stream, just spending time with my wife. That was 3 hours. Alrighty, let's do some quick maths. Quick maths. Oj, söndra. Gastis. Gastis. Oh, sit over there. Leave me alone for a little bit. You're a lot. Do you want to go potty? Do you want to go potty, maybe? Let me go through all this Oblivion real quickly, and then we'll go potty. 6, 7, plus 8, that's 15. 17 plus 7 is 24. We have 24 hours of Oblivion in a row. I'm a god. It's 43 total. So 24 hours of action RPG, baby. It's 85. Alright, 4 hours of D&D. He does the work stream. It's basically 6 hours of Divinity with Trim. So 6 hours of collab. And 6 hours of turn-based. 2 more hours of Oblivion. So 2 more hours of action RPG. 6 more hours of Necropolis. Which is roguelite and collab. Six more hours of Lords of the Fallen with Jazz. Souls-like and collab. Content warning. Night Rain! This covers multiple bases. It covers Souls-like, roguelite, and collab. 7 hours. Collab? Seven hours of Souls-like. 7 hours of roguelite. We have another 10 hours of all of that. Hour of Oblivion. This is a tabletop collab. This is a unique thing. I would call this TTRPG. Plus collab. Hey girl, let's go, let's go, let's go. 4 hours of that. Because I was just working with someone else on their TTRPG. Make a character for their TTRPG. Yeah, we'll count that. 27? Okay. I'm gonna take take Sundrop outside real quick, chat, but we're on this one. We're on the Descent into Hell D&D that Jacob ran. Let's go, Sundrop. Come on. Sundrop. I'm back. Okay, we're on D&D. We got 5 more hours of D&D. Four more hours of Oblivion. Four more hours of action RPG. Three more hours of Monster Hunter. This is collab and action RPG. 3 more hours of Oblivion. 3 more hours of action RPG. Get to play. That is a. We have a category for this already. That is a game showcase. Watch along. That's another hour of that. That's another event. Event stream. Okay. We have some more Elden Ring. We got 5 hours of Elden Ring. Of Night Rain, sorry. Whatever. Is lab? It is Souls-like. And it is roguelite. Alright. Dune with Helmsman. That is Rebel Crafting and Collab. Play for 4 hours. Five, 7, call it 9. Call it 9 hours of Night Rain. Okay. And then a work stream. 7 hours of work stream. Trying out the Swedish snacks. That is a event stream. Two hours of event stream. Tomorrow's a Night Rain. Collab. Souls-like. Roguelite. Paint my toenails! That's an event stream for sure. But also chat paid for that. So that's chat funded. Actually reminds me of, have I been counting the chat funded stuff? I forget, does Oblivion count as chat funded? You guys just kind of bought it for me, but we didn't like make that. That was just something I wanted to play, so that was me taking a break. From the chat funded stuff. It's 2 hours. Event plus chat funded. Me and Pei playing Dark Souls 2 on the couch, okay? That is event plus Souls-like. And that was 2 hours. Okay, 5 hours of D&D. Hours of Project Humanity. That is... There it is. That's a community game. Six hours working. Just chatting. 6 hours. 8 hours of D&D. That's not me. Realms of Pixel. Sponsorship. 2 hours. That's basically 6 hours, so that's 6 more hours of D&D. Jackbox, that was community awards, 4 hours. Working, 5 hours. Shades of Dominion, another 2 hours of lab. TTRPG. Three hours of Night Rain. Which is collab. Souls-like. And roguelite. Collective Party Night. That was a collab plus charity stream. That was basically 7 hours. Oh, 9. Divinity with trim. 5 hours of that. Collab, turn-based. The Lamb with pay. Collab plus roguelite, I believe. That goes roguelite? I like hack and slash. The fact this isn't alphanumeric concerns me. What do you mean by that? Yeah, it's a roguelite dungeon crawling action game. So we'll call it roguelite. It's only 3 hours. Yeah, the castle's back. KOTC, baby. 4 hours. 4 more hours of community game. In case you're wondering, Dally, what's going on right now is I am proving that Dark Souls likes do not make up 90% of the channel. And the channel does in fact have variety. A lot of it, actually. Just chatting, so there's 7 hours of that. Puts us at 36. That's 7 hours of work stream. That's pay. Irene. Here we go. What, 4 hours of Irene? 41. Irene counts for collab. Counts for Souls-like. And it counts for roguelite. Reading the Holy Bible. So this is now a reading plus charity thing, because this was a charity reward. We got 3 hours. Fucking reading. 3 hours, and then charity.
Wow. The Wandering Elmsman donated $20. How much time have you spent running around with a baby in your arms?
Quite a
Also
lot.
booms.
Thank you, Alzen! No. 10 big booms. Boom! 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 There you go. Alright. We got 8 more hours of Oblivion. Hi, Mac. Action RPG. Is that right? 198? I thought Action RPG was over 200. Did I fuck up at some point? I must have fucked up at some point. Hold on, let me watch my own channel real quick. Go back. No, I'm stupid. So yeah, where were we? We were here. 4. 202. Oh no. Mm-hmm. So, 4 hours of D&D. Three hours of reading the Bible. Gives us 3 more for charity. 3 more for reading. 3 more for Oblivion. Which means 3 more for Action RPG. Isekai Slow Life. That is a sponsorship game. 2 hours. King of the Castle's back. Right, so it's 3 hours of King of the Castle. Three hours of community game. Another owl. Another owl. Another hour of Bible reading. D&D. Four hours of Night Rain. It's 4 hours for Collab. 4 hours for Souls-like, which is now at 94. For the year, by the way. Right? Yeah, 94. No, 93. And 4 hours for Roguelite. Earth Defense Force! This is a chat funded plus wow. Third-person shooter?
Probably being dumb. Level 28. Fighting Radan.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, Acumen. Iba super! What do I even call ADF? Third person shooter? Two hours. 2 more hours of chat funded. And third person shooter, new category. Two hours. Baby foot exfoliation. This falls under chat funded, right? Fingernail? Event plus chat funded. Yeah, there you go. Event plus chat funded, 2 hours. hours of oblivion. That's pay. Pay. 4 hours of night rain. Fuck is night rain? Am I blind? It is. Which is, of course, 4 hours of collab. 4 hours of Souls-like. And 4 hours of roguelite. Cool. Me and Pear back to Conan. 2 hours of Conan. That is 7 hours of work stream. Hours of just chatting. Wow.
Well, got him down to 75%, but this fight is meant for like a level 60.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's still impressive. It's still a solid, you know, solid chunk. I'm just cleaning up a little bit, just because it's not bothering me. Okay, whatever. Last we do is a baby foot, right? No, we did the hours of just chatting. 7 hours of just chatting, right? Did I put those in? I did. Okay, next we have Bloodborne Gun Only. So this is a chat funded plus Souls-like. Reminder, chat funded it! You literally paid for this, so you cannot complain. Okay, 7 hours of D&D. Two hours of Bible. Eight hours of gun only. Bloodborne. 4 hours of Conan, which is circle crafting collab. 2 hours of Bible. Should I include some of the charity ones that are like the charity reward ones? Should I include them in the chat funded since technically like you had literally funded those? No, right? Yeah. Because like they're not charity streams, they're charity rewards. It's fine. I'm not gonna bother. 7 hours. Bloodborne. Which is half funded. And Souls-like. Five hours of Conan. Spell crafting collab. Four hours of Oblivion. I would add everything for completion's sake, but not that relevant. Well, I more so meant, like, do we count the Bible reading as chat funded, for example? Since you guys did pay for me to do that, but you paid for it as a charity reward, not as, like, direct money to me. You know what I'm saying? It feels weird to count it as like a charity stream when we're not trying to raise money for charity. I feel wrong calling it a charity stream. It's a charity reward. I'm gonna do that. So reading the Bible I'm gonna count as chat funded, not charity. Means section 25 is actually at 9. Would add to have data on how much you did. You did that, but not counting towards charity. Well, yeah. I'm still gonna have the data for reading the Bible, but I'm saying I'm gonna count it as chat funded, not charity. I'm gonna count it as reading and chat funded, as opposed to reading and charity. Like the collective party night, that was a charity stream, right? We were actually streaming for charity, and then I now owe you guys different streams because of that. That makes sense? That's a charity stream. But, for example, if I go back, right, yeah, like EDF was a charity stream, but I put it as chat funded, for example. Or not charity stream, but that was like a charity reward. That's a charity stream, right? Oh, there's something else on this list. It was a charity reward. A pig. It was chat funded. That was a charity award, not a charity stream. So, as far as actual charity, 7 hours of the collective, and then the 1 hour with repo. There you go. So that makes more sense. I think that makes more sense. Okay. What was the last thing we did? 7 hours of Bloodborne? No, we did the 4 hours of Oblivion, right? I believe. Right? 4 hours of Oblivion? We did that? We added those? I think we did.
Hey, yo, new sub?
What are you even putting Flame as under category? Thank you for the sub! Action RPG is what it's listed at. On their wiki. Action RPG. Okay. Basically 2 hours. Okay. 3 hours of D&D. Four hours of Conan. Two hours King of the Castle. Two hours work stream. Seven hours Night Rain. Souls-like roguelite and collab. So that's 302 for collaboration. Souls-like 7 hours. Roguelite 7 hours. 8 hours for Bloodborne Gun Run. Just chat funded. Souls-like. Four hours of Night Rain. Absolver. It's a collab plus fighting game? It was listed as an action RPG, but I'd call it a fighting game more than an action RPG. By like a mile. Four. Couch Smasher Pass. That is an event plus chat funded. More Mon Hunt. Just another hour of Mon Hunt. Actually, G plus collab. I like to point out, we have 60 different types of streams so far. Just saying. And again, this is without counting paid content at all. 3 hours King of the Castle. One hour work stream. Wife plays Bloodborne. Here we go, boys. Time to really fill up the Souls-like list. Three hours. D&D, 7 hours. Wife plays Bloodborne for the 3 hours. Dynasty Legends. Hours. Typing fun to Sucker for Love. Here we go. This is, having fun? Yes, actually. I'm having lots of fun being petty right now. Visual novel. And chat funded. 7 more for Oblivion. RPG. More for playing Bloodborne. That's pay streaming. That's D&D. 6 for Crab game as a new community game. Which I think Pay did. Even though I'm the one with the thumbnail. So that's a pay stream. I'm not going to count it. Bloodborne. About 2 hours of wife plays Bloodborne. Six hours work stream. Another hour of wife plays Bloodborne. And here we go. Time to really rack up the fucking hours for chat funded. Cyberpunk 2077, which is FPS plus chat funded. Anybody disagree with Cyberpunk being considered FPS? Bloodborne with pay, 4 hours. I would call Cyberpunk FPS, yeah. Nyrene for 5 hours. Nyrene counts for collab. Souls-like. And roguelite. Oblivion. What's it looking like? It's looking like we mainly do lots of fucking collabs. We play action RPGs a lot. And we play lots of D&D. That's like the main three things. It's looking like every time that I play a Souls-like, with the sheer exception of like when the few times I've played Dark Souls 2 just for fun, it has either been a collab or you're the one playing, baby. Where was I? Did I add the action RPG? No, I added the roguelite. Yeah. I have Oblivion with 5 hours. Okay. That's pay. We have another 14 hours of Cyberpunk. 14 hours of FPS and chat funded. What was it again that started this? It's been over 2 hours and I forgot. Red Wolf. Red Wolf claims that I only play the fucking swordy stab games, quote unquote. Which, like, look at this fucking, like, just look at how many different types of streams we're at. We're at 64. Look how many categories we're at. Not counting the categories, but that's a lot. Where was I? 14 hours of Cyberpunk. I had those already, right? Yeah. Add them to FPS, yeah. That's pay. That's pay. 2 more hours of Cyberpunk, so that's 2 more hours of FPS. Chat funded. 3 hours of Night Rain. Is Souls-like, roguelite, and collab. Collab. Souls-like. Roguelite. Trying to wonder if the problem is that you play so many different games, genres and stuff. You think the problem is that I have too much variety? Man. And here I am trying to prove that I have variety. In the bag. Also, it wasn't just Red Wolf. 2 people agreed with Red Wolf, saying that I don't have variety, that I just play Souls games. So I was like, what the fuck? "10 hours of D&D. Casual. "2 hours of Oblivion. Where is Oblivion? Action RPG. "3 hours of Night Rain. You can find them in the venting section of the Discord, if you so care. Five. Okay. Bloodborne. Playing Bloodborne. 3 hours. Where is wife play? There it is. That's pay. Okay, work stream. We have 6 hours of work streams. 6 hours of just chatting. Eight hours of Night Rain. 5 hours of D&D. Three hours of Divinity with Trip. Six hours of Night Rain. Hours of Code Vein with Jazz. We brought back Code Vein with Jazz. Actually finished it. Where is Code Vein? Are they only tuned in for the Souls games? Maybe. Which to be fair, if they did only tune in for the Souls games, would prove my point as well, that YouTube only pushes my fucking Souls games. It was mostly to fill time slots during the week, when something came up in normal stream, yeah. Or like when I was feeling sick, and I wanted like something fast-paced, like distract me. Yeah. What's the last thing I changed? Collab Souls-like. 4 hours of Cyberpunk. That funded FPS. Let's pay. Pay plays Bloodborne. 4 hours of that. Hours of D&D. Three hours of Night Rain. On the second, I just wanted to just play something. But you know, fuck context, right? Fuck context. Day stream, 6 hours of work streams. Chatting. Five hours of Night Rain. That is 9 hours of Cyberpunk. Two hours of Conan. Followed by another 14 hours of Cyberpunk. Hours of pay playing Bloodborne. Followed by 3 hours of Cyberpunk. Rose, are you gonna play Neo 3? Probably not. That's pay. That's pay. Okay. 3 hours of work stream. And now we have Truck Sim. Just a simulator game. What hours is that? 4 hours of Cyberpunk? Four hours of pay playing Bloodborne. Hours of Cyberpunk. Three hours of pay playing Bloodborne. Alrighty. An hour of Truck Sim. Four hours of me and Jazz playing Code Vein. Hours of Cyberpunk. Five hours of pay playing Bloodborne. Okay. 2 hours of Earth Defense Force, VDF 5. Just 2 more for chat funded. Was for shooter. Work stream, 5 hours. More hours of code being with Jazz. Six more hours of Cyberpunk. More hours of Bloodborne. Pay. Rather pay playing Bloodborne. Six more hours of Cyberpunk. Six hours of D&D. Another 4 hours. Cyberpunk. Those two. In a castle community game. Two hours, 3 hours of work stream. Hours of Bloodborne. Four hours of American Truck Sim. And covering the channel. Back from Miami work stream. To D&D. Two for King of the Castle. Three for work stream. Three for Cyberpunk. Three for Night Rain. Six for D&D. 2 for Bible reading. Two for truck sim. One more for Pay Bloodborne. Six more for Cyberpunk. That's a pay thing. Alright, and then me and Pace are playing Dark Souls 2. This is a Souls-like plus wife plays. Right away, we got 3 hours of it. Five more hours of D&D. Three more hours of Dark Souls 2. With pay. 3 hours of King of the Castle. It's a community game. An hour. Dark Souls with pay. Six hours work stream. Ah yes, 24 hours of bad free games, except we didn't play for 24 hours. We'll just put bad free Steam games. This is chat funded. Plus event. That's 18 hours. Followed by 2 more hours of EDF. Just 2 more hours of chat funded. 2 more hours of third-person shooter. We have Dark Souls 2. Okay. 2 hours. Now our work stream. And a COVID with Jazz for 6 hours. That's a base stream. Blood Omen with Akane! It's a collab plus, I don't even know what I'd call Blood Omen, like a retro game? An action RPG? I don't know if I call it an action RPG. It's not enough RPG elements. It's an action adventure game. Two hours. Five hours with trim. Lab and turn-based RPG. So basically 2 hours of community game. KOTC. 2 hours Dark Souls 2. Okay. Two hours of Dark Devotion. Which is a Metroidvania plus roguelite. Honestly, mostly just a roguelite. But they just call anything an action RPG. Because it blends elements of Souls-like. Nothing about it is a Souls-like. Yeah, Metroidvania and roguelite. Yes, that's a Metroidvania roguelite. Mostly just a roguelite, actually. Now I think about it. It's not like I haven't acquired any abilities that allow me to progress further. So it's actually really just a roguelite. Two hours of that. 8 hours of D&D. Resident Evil 4. Chat funded plus horror. 3 hours of that. Two hours of playing Dark Souls 2. Five hours Resident Evil. Tomorrow's of Blood Omen. Collab. Adventure. We'll pay. Bloodstained. Crowd control. This is a community game, technically. This is like a community thing. But it's also Metroidvania. I'm okay with adding Metroidvania to this. adding a category as well, separate to community game. Because all the other ones were like specifically community games, well this one's just a Metroidvania that we've added a community mod to. So I think it's a little different. 3. Yeah, 5. With A. 3 hours. That's another 3 hours of Wife Plays and Souls-like. Hours of work stream. Basically 3 hours more with pay. I'm gonna be generous. Count as 3 hours. Phasmo. Say collab plus horror. Played that for about 3 hours. Three more hours of Dark Souls 2 with pay. Four hours of Resident Evil. This is an event plus collab. I would put this at as, and that was about 5 hours. What's the phone with Jazz? Back to that now as well. It's another 4 hours. Collab, Souls-like. Three hours with pay. Bloodborne. Two more hours of Blood Omen. Sakane. Hours almost back to back of work. Destiny with pay. It's 2 hours. Six more hours of work. Another hour, just one more hour of pay playing Souls game. 8 hours of D&D. Almost done, boys. Almost done. Another hour of Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4. Six hours of Dark Souls 2 with Pat. On Showdown. On Showdown with Mello. That is Extraction Shooter plus collab. About 2 hours. That's 3 hours with pay. Where is it? Three hours of cheese. List that is spend plus chat. Funded. 3 hours. Then my editing yesterday is a work stream. 3 hours of work stream. Alrighty, boys! Oh, man!
Let me quickly change this pen. Hey, chat. Howdy. How's it going?
Hello, chat. Alrighty, chat, let's see what we've got. So, first off, let's just rank things. First off, we've played 76 different fucking things this year, okay? 76 different types of stream this year. It's totally different, like, games slash events slash whatever, right? Crazy. D&D has the most, with 232 hours all on its own. Followed by a work stream. $184 hours. What's next? Survival crafting has 68. So far that takes third place. 86 for Oblivion. 96 for Night Rain. Night Rain is number 3. Followed by, I believe, Cyberpunk, which had 93. And then Oblivion, which had like 80 something. Fuck is Oblivion? There it is. 86. Oblivion. Number 1 is, by a mile, it's fucking Collab. Collab with fucking 393 hours. Followed by Chat Funded with 273 hours. Souls-like with 270. Yeah. 234 with TTRPG. And then, sorry, 238 with TTRPG, and then 234 with Action RPG. Well, there you go, chat. And just for the fucking, just to be extra fucking bad. Life plays. Cat funded. You can count those. It's 2. It's 2. It's a collab. Six. Eight total so far. 8, 7, 15. I'm pretty sure that's it. Everything else is either collab or something else. 15. We'll count the demo. We'll do 18. That funded is 273. Or is it 273? Am I blind? You're right, it's 273. My bad. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. You can come get me.
And come get you. Great timing. I just finished.
Yes, jerking out in your tail is the one I've heard. Baby?
Yeah, more.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Mwah.
Mwah.
I have to start reporting my tips now, by the way.
Okay. Why?
Because of the one big beautiful bill or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, yeah.
I have to report my tips.
Yeah, that's fun.
No, it's not. I
Does it
can't make more than 3,000 in tips this year.
Huh?
I can't make more than 3,000 tips
In a year?
in a year, yep.
Is that like specifically if you're also working full time?
I'm not sure, but a coworker talked to his dad, who is an accountant for big companies. And he said that, like, people that get tips, hopefully shouldn't make more than, like, 3,000, so, like, try to stay at, like, 29, or yeah, 2,900. Also gets taken out of, like, your next paycheck. Anyways, I love you, baby.
Wait. So
Hold on, baby, I have a customer.
so
I
you-
will see you when you come to pick me up.
Okay, love you, but you don't mean in a year then. You goober. Fucking idiot. You mean for paycheck. Fucking dork. What was I doing? I'm on the wrong fucking server. Where the fuck is vending? There it is. I'm content. I would ask your dad's accountant and seem like the kind of guy that makes you money. Yes, I'm gonna talk to my dad's accountant. It also sounds like Pay misunderstood. Completely. So yeah, I'll be back, chat. I just need to finish scheduling stuff. Actually, we need to do the cheese stream. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna rename this stream to, what's it called? Debunking my own chat. Okay. Save that as a file in my download. It took you 3 hours to prove a point. Well worth, I say. Good one, boss. Thanks. Anyways, and then I'll do another just planning stream after the cheese stream. That's what I'll do, and I'll actually schedule everything. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go pick up Pay. Love yous! Bye! Or rather,